So once again, we've got another 2.2 Sky Active come in with exhaust turbo pressure sensors and all sorts. Mazda quoted the guy £7 for a new turbo, which was lovely. I'm sure he wanted to go with that. Get some live data up, and exhaust pressure sensor bank 1. There is a repair kit for these, upgraded sensor, upgraded bracket and upgraded loom. So let's get that fitted and see what happens. So unplug the sensor. We've got a nice new sensor kit from Mazda with a new bracket, new sensor. Let's get it plugged in. Now that it's unplugged, it's reading 50 kPa. It should be 100 kPa, which is atmospheric pressure, with ignition on, engine off. So let's get it fitted. So old sensors
but to
on.
be fair to the bloke, he was the one who mentioned to me about Terrically, and then I thought I'll do some Googling.
Alright, let's have a little look. Do you wish to retry? Yes. Ah, that's a bit better. Right, let's see. So, it's going up in the red, but that's actually good. So let's road test it. So we've driven it, no fault codes, I don't think. No lights on the dash anyway. No fault codes. Apart from Danny walking in front and the bloody buzzers going off. Read data stream. So originally when it came in, the DPF was at 7 kPa at idle. So I said, look, let's do the sensor first. If it fixes it, which it has, we'll have a look at the DPF. So the DPF is now reading 0.4, 0.3. So clearly the other sensor was affecting the DPF pressure sensor, because he doesn't even need a DPF clean now. All fixed. Quoted £7 from Mazda, and we fixed it for 70 quid plus what we're going to charge him, £6.5 grand. I mean, our fee would be £70 plus VAT for diagnostics and 15 minutes labour. So it's not a bad saving, 1/1000th of a cost of, you know, what Mazda had charged or what Mazda had quoted. So yeah, job done. So I've gotten home, I've opened a man's drink and having a fag, and this Mazda's really done my head in today, because the amount of phone calls we get and we go, well, we've had diagnostics done, we just want a DPF clean. Well, the Mazda owner had paid Mazda to do a diagnostics, so they quoted it. They told him his turbo had play on it, he needed a new turbo. They quoted him just under £7, when in fact, even after 5 minutes, we saw that the turbo pressure sensor wasn't right, and we got a new one fitted, and it fixed it. And the worst thing about it is that he's got to go back now and tell his wife that she can't have a new car, because we fixed it. Now Mazda charged him for a diagnostics, and the question is, did they just do a code read? Did the technician actually put any effort in? I've got no idea how much their diagnostics is, but it would be a lot more than we charge at £70 plus VAT. We did get a nice tip there off the gentleman, that was nice, but you know, there's a very big difference between doing a code read and doing a diagnostics. A code read, anyone can do it. My 10-year-old can do it with a £15 eBay scanner. But from main dealers, they should be better than this. And no doubt, I mean, even when they said, you know, could he part exchange it? They didn't want it. Well, that's really bad from Mazda. And it just goes to show that just because Mazda have said something, doesn't always mean it's true. This was a fix that he was quoted £7. It was fixed for basically one sensor at £69 plus VAT, and the car drove beautifully. There was no issues. The other thing to mention is that when I was diagnosing it originally, the DPF pressure was 7 kPa at idle. I said, well, let's start with the turbo pressure sensor, and then if that fixes it and the turbo's all working, great. Now I could have pulled the intake pipe off and seen if the turbo had boost and all sorts like that. But knowing these engines, the turbos, although they do go, they're rare. But as soon as we put the new sensor on it, the DPF pressure was 0.6 kPa. So it was clean as a whistle, didn't even need a DPF clean. So my thinking is that the voltage from the turbo pressure sensor had affected the DPF pressure sensor. So again, you know, no DPF clean needed. He was literally charged a diagnostics fee of £70 plus VAT, and it took us 15 minutes to fix it with the correct sensor. I think Mazda have got some explaining to do of why they're charging customers these sort of prices without doing a correct investigation into the faults. But again, that's down to him to argue with Mazda. And just really a warning to anyone who does go to a main dealer. If they're saying you need something, get a second opinion. It might save you £6,900 odd.